If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Texas Tech's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Houston's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Sanford. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Off the RPO, complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the left. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Snap it to the back. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They've got the screen set up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Running into the open space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Sullivan. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. And to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The play-action fake. Now rolling to the left. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On the run, it's Sanford. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man. It's Russell. They're working that left side. Fighting off the defender. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Fouls through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Eakin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know.
Breaks into the open. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Martin. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looks as if he's going to run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
He leaves it with his back. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to BYU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. There he goes! Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Grab near the marker. It's Kincaid. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's a reverse. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Right back to the well. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Russell. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Red Raiders in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. The short hands, it's Smith, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. On the run, it's Sanford. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to pass. It's Russell. And a quick shuffle pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sullivan. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Buys a little time with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Offense working from the pistol. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Houston wants to play fast. Third down play from the gun. Using the quick game. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Martin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston will snap it in the red zone. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Houston! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were, and now big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to pass, it's Russell. Looking left. Got him downfield. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Complete to the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets 30. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Makes the grab. It's Joyner. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning it on. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try to pop the draw. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. With yet another